How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to have a chat with you in relation to Peato Mauvaka and that performance between France and Scotland, where he did something stupid. And there's been all the controversy around it in terms of him attacking another player and it not being, well, his yellow card not being increased to a red. So there's a lot of back and forth. I do believe Mauvaka has gone through a disciplinary and he has been cited, and I think he could potentially get a very, very big ban. But there's been some development on it, and I wanted to have a chat with you guys. So please like and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow, and I just want to be providing the best content for you guys. So let's break it down. Mauvaka, he did have an incident where I think it was Toma Ramos pushed another player into Mauvaka, who was on the floor, and I think he kind of thought that the guy was stepping over him or on him and decided to retaliate, which is a stupid move. It's completely unnecessary, but it comes down to what kind of contact there was, what kind of intention there was to it. And by no means am I condoning Mauvaka's actions. It's like I say, it is completely unnecessary, and it could have just caused injury if there was connection. Now, the replays that were shown, unfortunately, I can't show you guys because I don't want to risk copyright, as I have tried it before and it got pinged immediately. So guys, check it out on YouTube. You can see all the action from there. The coverage didn't exactly give the best angles, and it was very difficult to see actual contact, whether there was head contact, whether it hit his shoulder, and it comes down to, I'd imagine, also intent, because ultimately he did intend to go through him. We did see the arms kind of wrap around, but it did look like Mauvaka was intentionally going for him, right? But now it comes down to the referee, his discretion, what he saw. Maybe he saw a couple different angles that we didn't manage to see. So that there is a couple different things to it, but Nigel Owens, he had his say on this as well, and let's break it down. So he said, a lot of you have been talking about Peato Mauvaka yellow card, which was reviewed and remained a yellow. The Welshman said, now imagine if there was a punch to the shoulder, then would that mean that it's to the shoulder that it's not a red card? Maybe so. It all comes down to your interpretation of the referee on the day, if they believe it warrants a red card, right? So again, I think what he's saying is where the contact is, and again, it comes down to the referee's discretion. So again, he continues to say he believes that had the officials had evidence of foul play, Mauvaka would have not received a 20-minute red card. Instead, it would have been a full red card, understandably, and I would agree with that. The other thing to remember as well is if the officials felt that there was direct head contact to the head or shoulder in a headbutting action, then it would have been a straight red, because it is an act of foul play. So it wouldn't be a 20-minute red card, as we've seen being trialed in this year's Six Nations. He said, we will respect the process and we will wait to see what happens. Now, I've been back and forth in relation to this. At first, I didn't think it was a red card. That I have had some conversations that are kind of swaying me to that, to the effect that it should have been a red card, purely because of the action, the intent. You could see that he had genuine intent to go for the player. Now, again, it comes down to what kind of contact there was. And it's very difficult to see what kind of contact was made. And honestly, I feel the intent should warrant a red card, because it was completely unnecessary. He could have gotten straight up and continued on. but pressure is very, very high in games like this that mean so much, right? So yes, he lost his cool, and he did something stupid. I'm not saying that there have been other players that haven't done, stupid things. We saw the likes of we saw the likes of Andrew Porter. We saw the likes of Ty Burn going in for tackles. I mean, again, it comes down to that the Antoine Dupont issue, where it's like, okay, did he intend to do it? Did he intend to hurt somebody? You know, it's difficult to see. But with this one, it's a little bit more clear cut because it's individual on individual, and you can definitely see that was that intent. So personally, at this moment in time, and I would love to have you guys, comment on this, and I would love to hear if you guys think that it should have stayed a yellow. But the more I watch it, the more I read, the more I speak with people, um, I'm more inclined to having it a red. And honestly, I feel that's where it needs to be. So obviously, depending on how they find it, and what kind of evidence there is, it could be the level of ban could vary quite a lot. And I do believe that he was handed a 3-match ban, which is one of the lower bans. So um, we are going to see Mauvaka only out for a little while, which in terms of the French, it's not that bad. Um, but ultimately, I feel that there is no place for actions like that in rugby, because what would have happened if there actually was genuine contact? If, let's say, for instance, if he had to headbutt Ben White, what could have happened? Ben White could have actually genuinely been injured, and it's through stupidity. And I just feel it was a stupid move. People make mistakes. There isn't a person on the planet that hasn't made a mistake, and he made a mistake in the heat of the moment. Yes, he was lucky only to get a yellow, but how could that have impacted the game if, let's say, for instance, Mauvaka was to be handed a red or a straight red, and that would see him leave the field entirely and have France down a player. So that could have changed the entire concept of the game, the outcome of the game, and general flow as well, because we could have seen Scotland come in resurgent up against a struggling France and really start putting pressure on them. But didn't. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I would love to have you guys sway me, but it does seem like a lot of people have agreed with me in this fact. And like I said in the beginning, I didn't think it was a red. I thought it was just it should have continued to stay yellow. And I thought the ref had, the ref's decision was good. Ultimately, I'm not a ref. I do tend to look at the ref, and unless it's glaringly apparent and obvious, I do generally tend to agree with the refs. But I want to hear what you guys have to think in relation to this. So, do you think he should have received a bigger ban than what he actually did? If you do, please let me know in the comment section below. What kind of ban do you think you should have received for those actions, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe, as it really does help my channel grow. And I just want to be providing you guys with the best content possible. So please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.